Lesson 3 is on vocabulary. Knowing vocabulary and about Greek and Latin roots can actually help us understand a lot of the unfamiliar words we come across. So we will talk a lot about vocabulary throughout the year, particularly Greek and Latin roots, and prefixes and suffixes. It's the third day of school. Here's the schedule. We reviewed the school rules and did a getting to know you activity. And then we finished yesterday's notes on measuring time, the question and summary sections of the Cornell notes. Then we did today's notes quickly, which was on vocabulary, prefixes and suffixes. And then we did a group activity where we played archaeology plates, where we have broken plates that we got in groups and put them back together like a puzzle, like archaeologists do. Then with any time left, we watched the CNN 10. To finish off yesterday's notes, we read this quick explanation of measuring time. It talks about AD and BC, and then we answered these questions. Why do historians divide history into different eras? What is the difference between a number line and a timeline? What is the difference between BC AD and BCE CE? Why did historians change this? And then we wrote our summary, and all of our summaries started with historians measure time by today's objective. I can define and give examples of prefixes and suffixes. So we'll start with the base word, happy. Probably already learned about prefixes and suffixes. A prefix comes at the beginning, like unhappy, and a suffix comes at the ending, like ness, happiness. Of course, in this case, we'd have to change that Y to an I. So unhappiness. We have the prefix at the beginning, happy is the base, and ness would be the suffix. A prefix is a word part that comes at the beginning, suffix is a word part that comes at the end, and a base word is a word that can't be broken into smaller parts, but it can stand alone, like the word happy can be used all by itself. That's different from a root. A root word is a word part that usually comes from Greek or Latin, and it cannot stand by itself. Ped, for example, P-E-D, ped, it means foot, like a centipede, literally means 100 feet. You can also hear the word ped for foot in words like pedal, pedicure, or pedestrian, but you can't just use the word ped by itself, so that's why ped is a root and not a base. It comes from Greek and Latin, and it can't stand by itself. So I want you to come up with as many words as you can where you can attach a prefix and a suffix onto a base, such as unsuccessful. After this activity, we did the archaeological plate activity where we got in groups and we worked together to solve puzzles by putting our broken plates and bowls back together.